Minecraft, a game that millions of people in their early to mid-20s will call a classic. Created by a man named Marcus, aka Notch, Minecraft began as a small indie game, but quickly grew to become one of the most popular games ever made. In January 2023, according to Akrit Sharma, 176 million players logged into Minecraft. My question is this: what makes Minecraft different from every other game? Why is it that I, along with hundreds of millions of other players around the world, hold a special place in our hearts for this silly block game? For as long as human beings have been philosophizing, a single question has continued to permeate through our different cultures. It's a question that we've been asking over and over again since the moment that we became self-aware of our own existence. And yet we still haven't been able to come up with a solid answer. It's a question that everyone at some point in their lives asks themselves. Why? There are variations, of course. For example, why am I here? Why is the universe the way that it is? Why do the stars twinkle? Why do people die? Why do I exist? Why does anything matter? And so on, but this one question is the driving force behind everything we do. In his blog on hacking life, business, and learning, Dev Basso wrote, "The best way to get context in any situation is to ask why a lot. Asking why eliminates confusion caused by preconceived assumptions which are fueled by a lack of knowledge, or more dangerously, partial knowledge." Let's travel back in time for a second. The year is 2012-ish. I am 10 years old. Minecraft has just been released for the newest Microsoft console at the time, the Xbox 360. One day, while I was having a sleepover at my cousin's house, I'm not really sure why, but at some point we ended up walking down the street to a mutual friend's house to hang out for a bit. While we were over at his place, the friend got really excited to show us about this cool new game he had just gotten a couple days before. And so he turned on his console along with his old hand-me-down early 2000s box TV and placed the disc into the slot. Minecraft faded into existence on the screen with big, bold letters, and a soft, calming piano began playing blissfully in the background. "What is Minecraft?" I had asked. "It's kind of like Legos, but with pixels," he responded. Side note, I hate hearing Minecraft being described as Legos, but it was fairly common for me to hear people describe it in this way. A sandbox create-your-own-adventure game made entirely of destructible cubes to craft, build, and innovate with just doesn't really roll off the tongue. Legos it is, I guess. While my cousin and my friend were busy jousting at the tall tower of Snottingham, I was busy building my dream home. And by that, I mean sitting in a small cave hitting redstone ore over and over again, claiming I made a light switch. After 15 to 20 minutes of hitting the redstone ore, I finally got bored of this and decided to expand. I crafted a pickaxe and started mining out an area. I crafted torches for light and a sword to ward off foes. I began excavating the cave out into this elaborate and expansive network of interconnected rooms. My home consisted of a spacecraft launching room, a currently non-functioning home theater, a kitchen, dining room area, 5 or 6 bedrooms, a play place where I could place all of my chests, a crafting and smelting room with about 15 to 20 furnaces and crafting tables randomly scattered around the place, and the best part was the secret entrance, created using 2 blocks of dirt that covered the door. As simplistic as it was, as a 10-year-old kid, I had never thought about architectural design before. I had never wondered why lights were placed on the ceiling instead of the floor, or why roofs were shaped like triangles. As I continued building, more questions arose. Why do light bulbs need to be switched out every so often, but torches in Minecraft don't? What is the best color to use for certain rooms? Do specific colors make me feel certain emotions? And if so, why is that? What if a home doesn't have any doors or walls? After just a few short hours of playing on my friend's console, I was hooked. We went back to my cousin's house after this and played some Halo. Now, quick side note, I will always have a love for the Halo franchise. As a young child, I would often play Halo Reach with my dad. Whether it's playing the co-op campaign or kicking his sorry button Slayer, I have so many good memories with my dad on that game. However, as much as I loved Halo, it just didn't give me that joy that I once felt. No longer was I content with playing through a pre-created campaign. Go to point A and defeat the enemies. Go to point B and defeat the enemies. Go to point C. You get the idea. No longer was I content with doing the same thing over and over again. I had a drive, I had a purpose, I wanted to create. And so I went back home and immediately began begging my dad for the niche indie game. Please, Dad, please, I pleaded for days and days and days. Eventually, one of two things happened. Either he looked the game up online, saw what it was about, and wanted to push me to explore my creativity and self-expression, or he got so sick of me bothering him that he'd do anything just to shut me up. Whatever the reason, he bought me Minecraft. Over the years, playing Minecraft became my life. I created a huge 50-foot hotel, a recreation center for zombies and sheep to learn to be friends, a holiday vacation resort for when my home got a bit too familiar, escape rooms, bat caves, arcade games, amusement parks, museums, statues taller than the tallest mountains, secret passageways, underwater roller coasters, space shuttles, churches, and so much more. If I could think of it, I could create it. And in 5th grade, I discovered command blocks, a block that allowed me to create and write code and run it inside of the game. I could quite literally develop my own game if I wanted to learn how to write the code for it. And so that's exactly what I did during my 5th grade summer break. During those 2 months, I didn't sleep, I didn't go outside with friends, I didn't even talk to family very much from what I remember. Every single memory I have during that amazing summer is me sitting down on the computer screen during the darkest hours of the night, watching tutorial after tutorial about the ins and outs of the Minecraft command structure, as well as JSON and JavaScript. It's because of Minecraft that I started learning about loops and asynchronous functions and what an API does. At some point, I started working every day with a friend from school to code a working soccer minigame in Minecraft. It took many hours and hundreds of failed attempts, but eventually we got it working. We played the minigame for maybe a day or two before we got bored and started working on developing our own fully functional custom crafting mechanism. ADHD moment. It's because of Minecraft that I began to realize how much I love not only building cool structures, but actually designing how things work. This is what makes Minecraft different from any other game. While other games like Halo are designed to tell a story, Minecraft acts as the building blocks for you to mine out your own questions and from there, craft your own story. Minecraft is so much more than a video game. It is a learning experience. It's a social gathering. It's a safe place to explore and innovate your wildest dreams. However, it's not without its challenges. There are still creatures and monsters that want to destroy you, dimensions designed to kill you, and creatures whose sole goal it is to blow up your build. Minecraft is a lot like real life, filled with good times, bad times, and sad times, but at the end of the day, a place where your story is your own. No matter how many dragons or creepers stand in your way, if you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. And when you do, you will look back on all the hundreds of hours spent, and you will smile at how far you've grown. It all begins with a simple question. Who do you want to be? What adventures do you want to go on? And why do you want that? Amy Schuster, a writer for the IdeaPod, put it perfectly when she wrote this. One way to answer the question, who am I, is to look at what your motivations are. When you're trying to understand your motivations, you need to ask yourself why. Why do you want to do what you do? What is the end result of it? If you can answer these questions, you'll be right on track to understanding your actions and why they're important. In short, Minecraft helped me learn to ask 3 life-changing questions. Who are you? Why are you that way? And what can you create to express and share your perspective with the world? Thank you. Ow, I just out of my headphones. That's not good. Oh gosh, no.